Okay, so just trying out this YouTube streaming thing. Welcome to the stream. So, question. I am going to answer a couple of questions today, and the question I'm going to answer is from Kathy. So, Kathy asks just a question. The girls in my department decided to pitch in and get a bucket of KFC for lunch tomorrow. I don't like KFC, but felt pressured to join in. So I said I would buy my own and we'll settle on a salad thing from there. Okay. How do you say no without the girls making you feel awkward? Um, okay, so let's go back a bit to kind of like principles of sustainable weight loss. I guess the long term goal is to be able to not feel like there's pressure to say no, or not feel scared of any particular food or event, and be able to participate it without feeling guilt or shame or feeling like you're falling off track. And I do get, like, say it is the start of the program for you, so you are trying to move away from circumstances which lead you to here in the first place. So I totally get that. But I guess it's a balance of kind of being able to say no and being able to say yes. And so the ability to trust that your hunger and fullness cues, or your ability to stop and or eat a little bit and fill your plate with veggies, and then move back to a healthy kind of have a super healthy meal next meal, to balance everything out, so that you don't have the trust in yourself, or you haven't built the skill set about kind of understanding your hunger and fullness cues, as well as you need to yet, and that's cool. So we rely on more on external guidelines, so meal planning in advance, following a more specific, more strict plan, those types of things. So with that said, coming back to the question, how do I say no? I guess I'd like you to think about how the KFC or eating a meal off plan might impact you in the short term, so that you get some real understanding and belief about how the KFC will affect you or impact you. When you come from a place of total belief in your decision, then it comes out a bit easier and it's more believable. So say, for example, as a hypothetical, someone's ordering pizza and you are a celiac, and someone says, "Do you want pizza?" And you would say, "Oh no, I'm allergic." Very simply, it doesn't require thought, effort. And then it's believed by the other side, and they have no further questions, and they're not going to try and convince you otherwise. But if you say, "Oh no, I'm trying to, lose weight," well, both you and they know that one episode of KFC is not going to make a big difference. It's the habit of consistently eating KFC, but they're not suggesting a habit. They're suggesting that you have KFC once. So coming back to the way it impacts you in the short term, first believing that and then explaining how it impacts you in the short term will help you believe that it's the right decision for you, as well as convince them with much easier that they shouldn't try and encourage you. It wouldn't make sense to encourage you. So say, for example, it will make me feel like shit in 2 hours, and I'll feel like having a nap, so I can't do it. Totally believable. True, is it? I don't know. For me, maybe not KFC, but say something like McDonald's or a pizza. Like I'll feel like shit, like half an hour after, and I'll feel like napping in the afternoon. No thanks. Yeah. So the focusing on the short-term impacts and then explaining the short-term impacts on you as your reason will help you with that conversation, or get the point across much easier.